so there is fire on the mountain. Wow, since FBI said they are going to release 2,500 documents or pages about Tinubu, and there's this opera and there's this tension and panic, whatever you want to call it. Of course, you know that they will not be settled, and people are asking only one person having 2,500 documents or pages of what? What is he going to be? Was he born there? Did he live his life all through in that particular place? Even you that you are in Nigeria and you've been born, you've never left Nigeria before. So how is it possible to have a 2,500 documents or pages about you if you have not done anything? If you are really a reputable person, and these are the same people who their supporters will come out and be telling you that oh, you are jealous, oh, you are not going to be president, as if somebody is a president, it is automatic ticket for the whole community or for the whole country or for the people in their region where the person comes from to be liberated or to be successful. I don't understand, and that is what we are talking about. A lot of people in Nigeria are just so gullible. Some you can say, oh, because their educational background, or some because of their selfishness. There are a lot of things that make people not to even reason well and think deeply. Well, yes, there's this opera in the APC, and you should know that most politicians are not even. They don't have shame. They don't have shame, and now they are looking for a way to stop FBI from releasing those documents, just like Tinubu's lawyer rushed down to US court to say they should not release his academic records to Atiku Abubakar, and they have been going back and forth. At times, some people will tell you that oh, Atiku won, oh, Tinubu won, and all of that. And once you begin to hear any one that is being favored at that particular time, you see that there are supporters coming out to tell you that oh yes, we said that. But at the end of the day, as it is now, it's like Atiku is winning in that regards, because of the Chicago stuff. But one thing again, since they pressed and they tried to say, oh, nobody has the right to get anybody or anybody's information, everybody was just like, will Atiku be able to scale through in all of this? And but at the end of the day, it is what it is. They tried and did all what they could do to stop the school or through the court to say those documents or those records should not be released to Atiku. And you begin to wonder if your hands are clean. Like they always say, the clear conscience fears no accusation. If you are sure, if you are proud of what you have done, oh my goodness. At the end of the day, they showed the Chicago State University brought out the case of they brought out the transcripts. Oh, that he did well, he did. And people are now saying, if you have done it, then why are you saying that they should not release it to anybody? You should even be able to flaunt it. Let the whole world know that, oh, Nigeria has a president who is brilliant, who is this, who is that. But there was a caveat when the school said they are not going to release everything, and they should have been sensible to know that something could prop up. Maybe they believe that the court is not going to get them release that thing because they believe in Nigeria court and all of that, or maybe a lot of people have been insinuating that the US has an interest in the whole thing. Don't forget, even the FBI said they were going to release this documents in 2026, and people say, are you guys okay? But all of a sudden they made a U-turn. That U-turn they made is what a lot of people are like, what is happening again? But by next month, they are saying every month they are going to be releasing 500 documents concerning Tinubu. But that is exactly what they are fighting for. You know that they always say, oh, Tinubu is a strategist. He's a strategist. I say, really, a strategist that has been in this country and the country has not moved forward. Oh, they will still call Babangida. They will still refer to Babangida as a Maradona. Say, really, Maradona, they cannot do Maradona in a positive way. It's all about greed, all about impoverishing the people. What kind of this thing is that? What kind of a brilliancy is that? What kind of intelligence is that? What kind of a smartness or being strategic is that? I beg you, second base, Jerry. So Now he's been scheming whether to sue the FBI or to stop them to do this and this and that. They should not just forget that, irrespective of how even the US government will want to, like, people may believe that they have interest, or they want to try to blackmail him. They are not going to fully bring themselves out to be ridiculed, because the whole world is seeing exactly what is happening. You know that even the US country, a lot of countries are not even happy with them. They have enemies, and those are the things that they are going to be using against them. So they themselves, they need to really be careful. So the issue of Chicago State University, that one is a different thing. Maybe by today or tomorrow, the real thing will be released by the Chicago State University. Then before we start talking about FBI, an individual to have a 2,500 documents. Say what happen now? Even this man, David Undeyi, came out to tell us that even some of the people who are even more crook, that their document is not even as voluminous as what they are going to be released. Now only FBI talk more. I know if it is possible for them to link this whole thing with Peter B, these APC people would have done it, but let them go and cry for their own sins. But because they believe that they don't have shame, whatever, whether the Supreme Court is going to use it or not, it is a different ball game entirely. But let's keep our finger crossed, because it is gradually. Some people say, let us move on. You can imagine, what was this man's name, this pastor Kumuyi, telling Nigeria, let us move on, even when it is obvious that a lot of things are not fine. At the end of the day, if it comes out that this man is clean, Tinubu is clean, different from what people are thinking, so be it. At least let us pursue something. We cannot be saying everything. Let us allow the sleeping dog to lie. Let us leave him. They are Winchonsing and all of that. If his hands are clean, he should be happy that yes. I'm so happy that they said a lot of negative things concerning me, but thank God I've been vindicated. I have been vindicated. I think that should be a happiness. But a situation where I say, they should forget it and move on. When people can see that things are not really the way they are, there's this secret things concerning the whole thing, and you expect people to just move on. It's just like a lot of people were really disenfranchised during the election period, and at the end of the day, they say, forget it, let's move on. Next time they will do worse things, they'll say, let's move on. And that is what has brought us to where we are today. Somebody will misbehave, say, forget it doesn't matter, you're forgive now, even God, they forgive. But they've forgotten that God himself is a principled God. So guys, let's know what you think, whether Tinubu and his team will be able to stop FBI from releasing the document they say they're going to release. Let's see how powerful and how influential they are. Leave your comment down there below and let us have your take. Thank you.